Hey there, everybody. You're listening to the very first episode of the Media Hole podcast. My name is Nathan, and today I'm joined with my lovely co-host, Davis. That's his voice. This one's mine. And basically, since this is the first episode, you obviously don't know what's going to go on here. We're going to talk about, all sorts of different media, games, movies, what the fuck ever, and try to have a little bit of a back and forth banter style. So it is very close to Halloween when this goes up. I believe it'll be the 30th. So we're going to talk about something that was very popular in October, which is Joker, not a scary movie. I fucking gotcha.
Joker came out?
Joker came out earlier this month. If you haven't heard of it, it's made over $800 million at the box office.
Nice.
It's surpassed Deadpool and It Chapters 1 and 2 and Logan and Passion of the Christ to become the highest box office making R-rated movie of all time.
I was a little upset with the Passion of the Christ. At not one point did they mention the fruit at all, which I thought they would do.
Oh, passion fruit. I get it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I just ruined the joke.
Call home. That's actually my code word.
We're off to a rollicking good start.
Yeah. When's The Irishman come out?
Oh God, I don't know. I think next month.
Or November 5th or something.
I'm pretty cautiously optimistic because it's very high budget. I feel like they may have just let him go too far.
Did you see what Scorsese?
Yeah.
Go too far? No. Did you see the what's it called, de-aging?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Featuring Robert De Niro's old man earlobes that no one cared to fucking fix. That's where the passion fruits are.
Yeah,
he's
man.
Smuggling them in his lobes.
He's got a big boy ears, but he's a little boy in the background.
Because I don't know a lot about the movie. Sorry to stray from.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Topic,
me too.
but,
No, that's the fucking point of a podcast, bro.
I guess I'll fucking end it all then. That's the real point over here.
All right, sick.
I don't know a whole bunch about the movie. I'm assuming it had to do with the Irish mob.
Yeah.
Sure, but
The last time he did an Irish people movie, it was good, though.
oh yeah.
Did it party?
Did the pad it.
Oh.
Mackie Mac.
With Mackie Mac and Matt Damon.
Did you hear Mac's mom fucks fish? Allegedly. Not one fish.
Multiple fish?
Not anymore.
She's sleeping with the fishes?
She's sleeping. Well, I mean, she's not sleeping. But
Oh.
lots of people died that day.
So what's really good about recording this is that I can really take out any awkward silences.
Fuck. Oh. We're doing it.
That's staying in.
Great.
But no, yeah. The Irishman looks cool. I haven't looked at enough of it to do anything more about it than what I've already
I'll
said.
definitely watch it. I remember reading that the length of the movie is very Scorsese.
Oh, 18 hours long?
It's like you start the movie when your kid is born, and when you finish the movie, they're putting diapers on you because you're now a senior.
Some fucking Wim Wenders shit.
Yeah.
A Wim Wenders
time.
movie that I hadn't seen. I haven't actually seen any of his films. I'm going to watch a couple of them. But they just added another one to Criterion, and I was like, oh, that's got a cool cover. Let me click on it, take a look. And the first thing I see is the runtime's fucking 340 minutes. And I'm like, fucking Christ, that's not a movie. That's a season.
How do you get approved for that? I don't know fucking close to any of his work. But the kind of people that get that much runtime are a pretty big name.
He's a big name in that sort of. I mean, I think it's a late 90s, early 2000s. But he did Paris, Texas. He did Wings of Desire. Oh God, I haven't seen enough of his stuff. The American Friend is a recent one. He's German. Yeah, you might not have heard him.
Never did anything wrong.
German people are great.
Yeah, never did anything wrong.
Yeah.
Between 1910 1920. Then for some reason, they didn't record the next 30 years.
Yeah, I mean,
the 60s.
Well, I mean, Fritz Lang directed that movie M, and then a bunch of time passed, and then it was the 60s, and then nothing happened.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, fuck. We got to move forward, actually, because there was the East and West Germany.
Was there, though? There was only the East.
Okay.
Hail the father. I'm not getting paid by Germany, by the way. This is just...
Yeah, no. This is, by the way, we're not sponsored by Germany.
The attic!
So non-spawn by Germ, obviously. But let's just talk about Joker real quick.
Okay.
So why I invited Davis to be on this podcast is because me and Davis tend to have very different opinions about movies, but we're good enough friends that we still love each other. We don't get mad.
You like. You're wrong for every opinion you have, indifferent to mine.
Great.
So that means everything that you like is wrong?
Everything I like is wrong. But no, me and Davis have a lot of similar interests and a lot of dissimilar interests. I hope the mic didn't catch that.
I'll put it on the ground beside me. I won't kick it. Don't worry.
Okay. All right, I trust you.
I won't kick it. I won't spread it that way. My long girthy.
We're talking about a glass of water, by the way.
Yes, water.
Water.
Not ever clear.
You ever drink water in the morning?
You ever drink water in the pale moonlight? Yeah, all the time until I do my running.
Yeah, dude. The moonlight's always pale. Have you ever had a yellow moon? No.
Yeah. In the pale moonlight. What other fucking moonlight, Mr. Jackie Jack? In the purple moonlight? Sure. Love to.
So the movie Joker came out. It's a big deal. I'm sure you love both of our equally battling ADD that we've had. It's like our ADDs each sit on like opposing mountains, just calling forth all sorts of fucking weapons.
With our powers combined.
With our powers combined, we can barely hold a conversation.
With our powers combined, we can almost finish a color by numbers.
Hold on, what's 7 again? You know that one time?
How about 9? Oh, I think that's blue. Blue! Let me tell you about the color blue for a second. So this girl I was dating, my mom fucks fish. We call her old Bluey.
I see.
The fish beat her out. It was a bad time for us in Germany between 1920s and those other years.
Yes. I can hear the people going, wow, we're a whole like 7.5 minutes in and they haven't said a single coherent thought. Please stay listening to the podcast all the way through and then give us a like, give us a good old subscribe, give us a good review, and then click off the podcast, please.
We'll touch your grundles.
And if you could Venmo me at no, just kidding. Don't actually do that because that's not me.
It's not a sex thing. It's just the other 68 we're taking for some reason.
Obviously. And we all have grundles except the women.
And that's skating. Anyway, the Joker.
So the Joker is a film that came out in 2019, directed by Todd Phillips and starring Joaquin Phoenix. And it got really good reviews in all the festivals. And I was like, man, I'm really excited to either love or hate this film.
Oh, no. You don't like it.
And it's just okay.
What? It's like totally better than okay.
It's fine.
You're fine.
Thank you.
I was talking to my reflection in the windscreen.
There's no windscreen.
This thingy.
Oh, the pop filter? There's no reflection in that. You can see through it. To me,
if you look hard enough.
You're looking at me right now.
Well, then good show. Chat.
All right, great. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about why I think it's just okay. I'd love to have a little conversation about this.
You're going to get learned.
So the film Joker loves to be about unrealistic takes on mental illness, but wants to think it's very realistic. It is a movie that is about impossible cartoon misery, which is what I should have called the podcast. Actually, this should be the Impossible Cartoon Misery podcast.
So we're not doing the Grundle thing.
Oh, I mean, we'll do all of it. I wonder what I'm going to name this episode. Is a good question.
Grundle Touchers.
All right, we'll call it Grundle Touchers.
But that'll be.
We'll call it the Media Hole Podcast, Episode 1, Grundle Touchers.
There's a bunch of boys on the internet about a hole or something, and they're touching grundles.
Oh man, I remember when I was 14 years old and I newly discovered my grundle.
That was when we switched from the radio to the television.
The radio always stimulated my perineum.
And all those white mans outside switching from the horses to the auto chariots really grundled my gears.
Don't you hate it when something just gets up in your grundle?
Like the auto chariots.
Like the auto chariots. But yeah, I felt that it was like it really wanted to be seen as like, we're not a fucking comic book movie, man. We're a real movie that rips off other movies that aren't comic books.
I did enjoy the movie, but I had a huge thought, like just in the background of my head the whole time watching the movie, that if you took away the Joker character, if you named it like fucking Happy McHapperfucks, Bridge to Nowhere, and they just didn't use the Joker name. They could keep Arthur Fleck and everything else. They just didn't have them.
It wasn't just called the Joker. It wasn't DC comic. The movie would make no fucking money.
Yeah. Like, I understand. Like, I like the movie.
Yeah. That is exactly how I felt, because it is, I'll tell you what movies it is. It is the king of comedy, a Martin Scorsese film. It is a little bit, like mostly king of comedy, some Taxi Driver, and then a little bit Raging Bull, which are all movies that came out within the late 70s, early 80s, directed by Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese's talked about it a lot today.
Yeah, well, I mean, he produced Joker.
Yeah, he did.
And De Niro is the main character in all three of those films.
Boy from The Hangover.
Yeah.
Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips' flaccid direction highlights the new movie.
Are you guys hard right now? No.
No, the direction is really flaccid. And Joaquin Phoenix does a really good job, but I feel like the script's just a touch too weak. Like, he's doing his best. He's nailing it. He lost a ton of weight after gaining a bunch, which is rough. But I watched a few fucking behind the scenes things that was posted about him that he didn't really know were being recorded, but they played it on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy one
Fallon
of the Jameses.
One of the fucking J's in Hollywood. There's a lot of JJs in Hollywood.
I put out a tweet recently on my Twitter at the Media Hole, where I said, number one thing to do to become a talk show host in America is be named James, because Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, James Corden.
But God help you if your name is Jimothy.
No,
you're not making it anymore.
If you're Jimothy, you own the fucking.
You own that shit.
You own ABC.
I'm Jimothy Fallon, and why do I have no viewers?
I'm Jimothy L. Gibbers.
I'm Jimothy, and I'm addicted to SpaghettiOs.
I think Jimothy is a funnier name to have, like, a really flat accent to. Like, you'd expect, like, oh yeah, my name's Jimothy, but like, I think it's funnier if it's like, hi, yeah, I was born Jimothy Gibbers, and please take my business card. Love to get a lunch with you about this.
I really wanted to be like Korg from Thor. It's like, hey man, I'm Jimothy, and I like to make a house of cards out of things people wouldn't expect, like diaries and tampons.
My name's Jimothy, and
oh, you're Jimothy too? Hey man,
it's a really common name.
So what I was saying was, on one of the fucking talk shows, they released it. He didn't know it was being recorded.
Yeah,
you might have seen it, but
I believe I've seen this.
It was him when he was like freaking out into the mirror when he was doing his smile stretch thing.
Oh,
and he had, like,
the first scene
through makeup. Yeah. But it was him talking to it, and he was trying to figure out his laugh, like in the behind the scenes thing, and he was so in character. Like, you have to go to a place to be like that.
Oh, for sure.
And I guess Todd was kind of like trying to talk to him when he's getting ready for everything, and fucking Joaquin was just freaking out. He's telling him to fuck off, more or less. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Can I tell you something that's going to absolutely break your heart?
Don't.
It was fake.
No. God damn it.
It was a fucking bit.
Fuck me in the fuck.
I know. When I saw that, I was like, oh, wow, he blew up on set. That's not very common for Joaquin Phoenix. Like, he's usually really professional.
He's not bailing it or anything.
He's not a Christian Bale. He's not a whichever Affleck did that.
Probably both of them.
Probably both of them. I think they're both kind of assholes.
Touched a few butts.
Yeah.
Casey Affleck's just Casey Affleck.
I think they're both apparently terrible, which is really sad that came out after I watched
my bat flick. Oh, after Manchester?
After Manchester by the Sea. Yeah, thank you. My brain didn't.
I like that movie.
That's a good movie.
That one fucking, his son was also in 3 Billboards.
Oh, yeah. Lucas Hedges is great. He's in like everything. He was in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. He was in, oh, my phone just went off. How unprofessional.
I haven't taken my phone off vibrate since my first cell phone in like
Well, good for you.
2008.
When my cell phone vibrates, I never feel it because I'm just a sweaty man.
I just put it in my meat pocket.
That's fair. Just put it under the grundle. You never get sweaty down there. It's impossible.
I could just be sitting in front of a fan with my leg in front of it, and I would still be perspiring. My body's like, yeah, this is great. Let's do some more of this.
Hold on. Yeah, man, like, you know, I don't even know what I was fucking saying.
We were talking about The Irishman.
We were talking about, hold on. Let's go back. Joker was a movie that came out. No,
we live in a society.
Right. Oh yeah, we were talking about Casey Affleck, and then we were talking about BS. And okay, let's go back to Joker. I figured it out. Okay. But yeah, man, like, by the way, full spoilers. If you've not seen the film, we're fully going to spoil it. But you've probably seen the movie. If you give a shit, you've seen it. If you don't, keep listening. Actually, just keep listening. I can't afford for you to not.
We're giving away the grundles soon.
Yeah, we're going to put the grundles away. But first, we're going to talk about Joker. And I really liked a lot of the movie. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's fucking terrible. I just think it's like, it thinks it's smarter than it is, and it mostly gets there by ripping off better movies.
Like, I have a problem with movies. Like, if it's an actor I support 100%, like, I love everything they're doing. Yeah, I'm obviously biased towards the movie.
Oh, of course.
I have a problem with like disassociating myself from the story itself, being like, oh man, Joaquin Phoenix is so great in everything he does.
Hold it closer to your mouth.
Fucking Joaquin Phoenix. But like, I could definitely see it dragged in a few spots for sure.
Oh yeah, and like, real shit. Why did I have to see those fucking pearls hit the ground one more time?
I let out like a sigh.
Me too.
And my girlfriend was like the second it said Zorro on the fucking movie theater, like the whiteboard, I was like, my girlfriend's like, what? I was like, just.
They're gonna get fucking shot. You know it.
30 seconds.
I know it. We all know it.
Why are you laughing? You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
It's not an inside joke.
It's really inside joke. You'd have to have watched the entire film.
You're really waiting on a shitty joke payoff in about 20 years when Bruce Wayne is maybe not even Batman in this universe.
Who even knows? One of the things I felt is this movie kind of, it wanted to be controversial, but it kind of played it safe. It never makes any statements. Yeah, put your mustache right on the fucking thing, man. Just yeah, there you go.
Can you see it through it?
Can you see mine?
Yeah. Give me a second, buddy.
This plays really good for radio.
Yeah. Good on everyone for not shooting up the theaters during the Joker movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's good that no tragedies happened. I could see why people were worried because of the whole Dark Knight Rises thing.
Shit.
And the people are fucking weirdos in America, man. Oh, by the way, we're Canadian, in case you didn't know.
Hey.
People are weirdos in America.
In the old South Canada, eh?
Yeah. Yo, that's Canada's pants, man.
It's Canada's down under. But, did you see that photo of the guy? Like, I'll try and find it for you later.
Oh, for sure.
And he went to a tattoo artist and got like his eye sockets, like the sunks of his eyes, like blackened out. And he had like Jared Leto's ha 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 tattoos and like damage and everything.
That's fucking stupid.
And he's like an Ohio joker or something. He says many of them.
Anyways, what, like the same guy from the Ohio shooting where it happened? Like he was trying to be that boy?
This guy didn't do any shootings.
He was just being a piece of shit.
He's being weird because there's a picture of him at the tattoo parlor. He was asking for a mirror. And he's like, I need a mirror now. And then he like throws his hands on the wall of mirrors that he didn't need to ask for a mirror for. Yeah. And he just starts cackling.
What a fucking...
You know that kid in school that just made you cringe sometimes for the things he did? I think he was the epitome.
I think I was a huge... Well, I don't need to think. I was absolutely a huge loser in school. But even I wasn't that much of a piece of shit. I'm just amazed that like this grown ass man, he's definitely in his 30s. Oh, he's in his 30s?
Oh yeah, he's not a young boy.
I figured this was a boy.
No, I wish he was a boy. Okay, that came off weird.
Let's try one more time.
I would like to make love to a boy. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Folks listening at home. or hopefully not in the car with their parents.
Yeah, you're definitely in the car with your parents.
Yeah, on the way to church.
I feel like this is the official podcast of sitting in church with your headphones on, hoping nobody sees it.
But also hoping that the cute girl beside you is listening. And
hope the cute girl looks at your phone, sees the thumbnail image, and goes, "Oh, fuck. He's one of the other 8 people that have listened to this podcast." Oh, fuck. That peaked so bad. I apologize, headphone users.
Okay. I peaked early on, too.
Yeah. We're both new to the whole podcast game, in case you haven't noticed. So please excuse any stuff. We're going to learn better. Our microphones are handheld right now, so, bear with us.
I'm currently nunchucking mine.
Yeah, oh shit, you're spinning those fucking fast. It's a $300 microphone, motherfucker.
Correct, it was a $300 microphone. And
I'm glad I can.
Ouchie.
Glad I can still hear you loud and clear, because I have 45 microphones in the entire room. They're hidden. Don't even look. Yeah, you got one right there.
That's a vase.
Yeah.
Or as the French call it, a glassy boy.
Un glassy bois.
Glassy de bois. That just means glass of wood. Yeah. We didn't really think this one through. Just like the rest of our language.
But yeah, man.
From Quebec.
Honestly, though, like the movie... Like I was saying, sorry, I wanted to throw some examples out there of it playing it safe. So showing the parents getting killed, who fucking needs that? Who doesn't know that Batman's parents got killed?
I think, like, even if you took some old lady off the street and be like, you know who Batman is?
Batman's probably older than most old ladies.
Alive. I shouldn't be.
Like, I feel like if you went up to any person under the age of... Well, Batman's been around fucking 70, 80 years, right?
Yeah, he's kicking a lot of ass.
He's
for
old.
an arthritic old man.
The only grandparent I had that was older than that is already dead. So, like...
It's like, to the Batcave, Alfred. Alfred's already in a vase, like, or an urn.
he's a fucking ashes.
Instead of a pole, Batman just sits down on one of those acorn chairs.
Yeah.
And goes down the stairs slowly.
Fucking Muskoka chair.
Like 3 different cuts of the old Batman show, just him in different parts of the chair on down the stairs. We film it sideways so it looks like he's climbing.
Oh fuck. I'd love if the new, like, the old Batcave intro was obviously like the bust of fucking Shakespeare going up and click it, and then the more recent one is like the clock, you set it to the fucking time and it opens. I guess that's from the 90s. And then, like, after that, it's mostly just been like, who knows how he gets down there. I want the new one to be, there's a fucking wheelchair and Bruce Wayne sits in the wheelchair and he wheels it and falls down the stairs, and then a hole opens and it slides him into the Batcave.
I want Batman to be out and about on his errands of the night, and then, like, the clock's reset and everything, and Alfred's like making sure no one's home, and he sets the clock to like 4:20. And the clock just, like, opens up slowly, and, like, as you hear ascending from a different Batcave, it's like dun, 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 dun. He just puts his sunglasses on and goes down the stairs on his acorn master.
Fucking Alfred. I feel like Batman would be like, marijuana is the devil's lettuce, and Alfred would be like, shit's tight, sir.
You should not have drinking that tea. Why am I maimed?
You're trying to do Michael Caine, I think, is what you were doing. I prefer the more British Alfred.
I prefer the urban. Ayo!
Ayo, it's me, Alfred.
Ayo, it's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Skinny Penis.
Skinny Peen Supreme.
That's right. Fine references. 6 years too late.
6 years and 23 minutes.
Oh, fuck. 6 whole years and 23 minutes? That's wild.
Yep. Including cuddles.
Hold on. I was talking about playing things safe. All right. Let's try to rein this in a little bit.
Let's try and find the track that we're supposed to get this train on.
So Joker playing it safe. Remember, we're back here. Okay. Oh yeah, there's two big points where I feel like they also played it safe. Was they should have left, like, him being adopted be a bit more of a mystery, I felt.
Yep.
Because it's pretty clear, like it's made really clear that he's not.
There are 2 points in the movie that I wish didn't exist.
Yeah.
And it was a sigh of relief because it didn't turn out to be that way anyways.
Yeah.
But one was when he shot the 3 men. He went back to his shitty apartment complex and he busted down Domino's door and he slept with her. I was like visibly upset that happened. Thankfully, it was a fucking ball in his head. And the second time was Arthur Wayne, or Jesus Christ, Thomas Wayne is your father. It's like, oh my God, please don't do this to me.
Yeah, I felt like, okay, I saw the fucking girl being in his head from the beginning. Yeah. And then when she goes, oh, I don't know who you are, then it does a flashback and it shows he was talking to himself the whole time.
A little extra.
Why show the fucking flashback at all? Like it's an R-rated movie.
I think people,
we're all 17 and up. I think we could fucking figure it out. But maybe not, because I feel like I talked to somebody that was like, oh yeah, no, I thought I needed that. And I was like, who was I talking to? It's a good question.
I didn't figure it out at that part. I figured it out when they went to the comedy club.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
I also don't buy like people celebrating the clown for shooting 3 unarmed men on a subway train. I get that they were assholes, and I agree that they were assholes. I just don't think the general public would be like, yeah, let's dress up as John Wayne Gacy.
Old fucking...
I'm going to dress up as a murderer.
Pogo the clown
he was Pogo the clown, and that's why the comedy club is called Pogo's in the movie.
My favorite wiener wrapped...
I was going to say that. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was going to say it's my favorite corn dog, but we were making the same joke. My brain just took 2 seconds to figure it out.
Another thing was the sound effects were awesome. For
sound
the
effects
shooting, especially. They were very powerful.
Yeah.
But he shot a gun. I think that was the only scene he was shooting a gun in the whole movie.
No, he shot a gun in his apartment.
Yeah, and he also shot your boy, Irishman. At the end.
Oh, yeah.
But
you get what you fucking deserve.
You get what you fucking deserve.
It's not even the accent.
Oh, I know. I'm just doing
you get what you fucking deserve.
Anyways. He was shooting a 6-round revolver.
Oh, you're going to be this guy?
I'm going to be that guy.
Oh, fuck.
And there were like 8 or 9 shots put off. And I understand that not every movie needs to be realistic about it. But if you only have a gun...
Yeah.
For 3 different times in the movie.
Oh, you don't think he got extra bullets?
That fucking sleight of hand we didn't see on the camera.
No, I mean like he gave him a bag with the gun in it. Yeah. You don't think he put more bullets in the bag than 6?
But what I'm talking about is on that scene on the subway. He just shot the 3 people.
I thought he shot one, and then shot the guy in the ass, and then he walked away and he shot him twice more.
He missed him twice.
Oh, fuck.
Then he was walking. And then he shot him twice.
You've seen the movie more times than me, so I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah, but like I even counted the second time.
Okay.
I was like, I think so. Like it's 8 or 9 rounds put down range. And
there's a good old 8-round revolver.
There is. But if you look at the revolver he was using, it was very clearly a 6-round cartridge. Anyways,
all right. Fair enough.
Just being that douchebag.
Well, listen, somebody's got to be that guy. Might as well be you.
Didn't want to.
You didn't want to leave without it. No, I feel you.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to
do
it. The Grundle touchers are telling me to do this.
You got here today. You were like, I'm going to do something.
I'm going to show up and maybe take my pants off. You already took your socks off. That's a smart move.
I wasn't wearing socks at all, at any point.
You want to put my socks on?
No. Your feet are much larger than mine.
And probably more moist.
Yeah.
You see the shine of my toenails through my fucking
the lights glistening off your toenails to create a rainbow.
Have you ever danced on Davis's pale toe light?
Your socks are so wet.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck. This is the most intimate dating podcast you've ever heard.
Wait till we intertwine our toes together like we used to as friends.
As
before
friends.
We were lovers. And Grundle toucher supreme.
I swear, Mom and Dad, it's totally not a problem. There isn't any actual romance happening here. Trust me.
There's nothing curious about us. We're full on spot.
But yeah, man, honestly, Joker had so much fucking controversy. They were like, oh, it's so fucking intense. It's such an intense film. And I'm like, I've seen more intense films. like there's only one really like horrible death in the movie.
Was with
the guy in his apartment.
Small Boy Supreme and fucking...
Yeah, there's a little person in this movie, by the way. And like there's just a joke that he can't reach something and the audience is supposed to laugh. And I think that's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I actually, in that same scene, the one part I actually was creeped out in the movie was when he was, Joaquin was just white-faced.
Yeah.
And he was doing like his little eccentric
bend
over thing, and he like tilts his head like that, and he's just like looking at the tall guy.
Yeah.
Doing that creepy. I was like, okay,
that's kind of creepy.
That's pretty creepy. Like if he didn't do the whole Pogo the Clown...
The bullshit.
Yeah, like if he was just white-faced like that, I feel bad calling it white-face, but...
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. That's true.
If it was blackface, it would have probably not been as creepy.
Probably be a way worse film.
Yeah. It's a whole different fucking Downey Jr. But no, that was a creepy part.
I would say that's like the most disturbing scene in the whole film.
My grundles were rustled.
Yeah. But like I've seen more disturbing movies. I think like everybody was like toting it as like, oh, it's so intense and disturbing. And I'm like, I've seen worse. I don't want to be that guy, but like I've seen fucking films. Worse. Yeah, well, I didn't watch that. I watched clips, but I didn't need more than that. I was like, fuck, get this out of my life.
Yeah.
Please don't watch that film. No, but like even just, I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind. Midsummer, I've heard, is pretty fucked, and that came out this year.
I was super interested in that because I liked
Hereditary.
Hereditary was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm actually planning on watching that soon because it's Halloween week.
Hereditary?
Yeah, because I never.
It's on Netflix.
I know it's on Netflix. It's been on my list since the bloody thing came out.
And Midsummer is more like pagan.
It's Swedish. It takes place in Sweden.
Okay.
And I think you're a little bit quiet. Let me try to raise you.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit better. But yeah, man, like it's not the most intense fucking film in the world. I really think that it was kind of overblown ultimately. It's not, I don't want to say it's a shitty movie. Like I don't think it's shitty. I think it's cool that they tried it. But I think it so desperately wants to... Okay, now you're a bit too loud.
I was breathing through my nose hairs.
Yeah, and I could hear it in my earballs. There you go. That's good. Again, apologies. We're still sorting out this whole podcasting thing. Let's see how we do it first.
My nose is larger than life.
Yeah, Davis is a big boy.
A little bit.
But yeah, man, like... It's so desperately is embarrassed of being like based on a fucking comic book. And as somebody who likes comics and likes movies, I find that kind of sad because I love comics.
I do enjoy both mediums.
Yeah.
They are tasty.
Yeah. And it's like the only comic that seemed to have been read by the people who made it was Killing Joke.
Yeah. At least I didn't watch The Killing Joke.
Honestly, I'm like, what would I rather watch? And it's like the Killing Joke movie at least has the good parts of The Killing Joke.
And then it has the whole fucking...
The intro thing sucks. Like the complaint with Killing Joke is like Barbara gets victimized in the story and she has no fucking like agency in it. She's just sort of women in refrigerated, to borrow a term from Gail Simone. And yeah, that sucks because it's like, oh, you fucking messed with a woman to make a man's story more interesting. But adding the prologue to the film where they're like, don't worry, we fix it because here Barbara quits being Batgirl after having sex with Batman and he doesn't call her back, and then complains to her stereotypical gay friend at the library before becoming crippled. And it's like, that's not better.
I'm really happy. I thought you were going to like... I thought maybe you forgot about the whole dick or Batman dicking down fucking Barbara.
No.
I'm really happy.
That's like the most memorable part.
I was watching it and like, I was like, Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
It's a dream.
It's a dream team.
And then the first 10 minutes happened and I was like, oh, it's a nightmare. That's where we're at.
There's a great video by H Bomber Guy. Please go watch it after watching all the videos on my YouTube channel, youtube.com. /user/Nate's comedy. But yeah, go check out H Bomber Guy's video on the Killing Joke animated film. Really great in-depth thing. He points out one of the most interesting things that were taken away, which is in the animated movie, they took out a lot of the little details from the book, like how the bars on Two-Face's cell like come right down the middle of his face. And like the best one, which I noticed when I watched the movie, was the receptionist at Arkham Asylum, the little note on her desk.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it says?
No, I've actually successfully repented most of this.
No, okay, no. In the movie, it's not there at all. In the book, it says, "You don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps." In the movie, it's just not there.
No, it's in his fucking book. He wrote that in his book.
No. No, sorry, you're thinking of Joker the movie. I'm talking about Killing Joke the movie versus Killing Joke the book versus Killing Joke the movie.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So much Joker that we're not talking about.
That's me being foolish.
It's fine.
I actually had a bit that I was going to do at the beginning of this episode where I was going to talk about how, like, you know, the Joker has been played by so many great actors and Jared Leto.
Oh, okay. You fucking hurt me like this.
And Jared Leto, who also happened to play the Joker.
Wasn't he pretty salty? I didn't read anything about it. Like
He's like, I wish this movie was about me.
Cool. You are
Thanks.
the only one.
Thanks. Your band is just a worse version of My Chemical Romance.
Hey. 30 Seconds to Venus is
just right. Okay.
30 Seconds to Mars, though. Press of flight time. Elon Musk needs a sequence.
Yeah, Elon Musk needs to console with Jared Leto, like, to find out.
Just sit down in a room. It's like, all right, Jared.
We're two of the biggest shits I can imagine.
I just need you to answer one for me. You're not even going to ask me how I am? No, we don't have time for that. How?
How do you get to Mars so fucking fast in 2005?
How what? How the fuck did you become famous?
You fucking got me.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah, got me.
Got him.
I think it's so funny that it's like Jared Leto became a sort of shitty actor, and like Gerard Way of the better band.
He's doing fucking cool shit.
He's writing comics.
Yeah, he's definitely fucking. I'm hoping he's happy. He's being very successful.
Yeah, he wrote the new take on Doom Patrol. He was co-writing Cave Carson as a Cybernetic Eye. Mm-hmm. He has like the whole Young Animal thing. I think he's the boss of.
Yeah.
Plus, Umbrella Academy is doing great. Yep. Like, people fucking love that show, and the comic did really well.
To be honest, never read the comic. Only watched
me
the show
neither, and I've also not watched the show because I'm a piece of shit.
It's fine, man. Like,
heard it's really good.
It is good. I watched. I didn't binge it. No, I kept coming back to it. I did finish it though. It was good.
It's got Canada's own Ellen Page, whom I love.
Oh, the one that was undermined in Beyond Two Souls by Willem Dafoe.
Beyond Two Souls.
That happened.
The worst game.
The Jared Leto.
The Jared Leto of video games. Fuck. That's a put that quote on the box.
Yeah, and Jared Leto, for some reason, if you're listening to this, I just wanted to say,
please make me famous.
I'm sorry you're alive. I'm sorry.
Jared Leto, listen, I'm sorry that you're the worst actor to have ever played Joker.
Super apologetic towards your family because for some reason they were pro-life.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Damn, that's a good one. So maybe the name of this episode will be With Apologies to Jared Leto.
In brackets, but like, fuck off. We don't hate you as a person, just everything you've touched.
We don't hate you as a person. Actually, I mean, you were okay in Dallas Buyers Club.
I didn't finish that movie.
That's fair.
But what was that movie? I'm drawing a blank. I like the movie. It went through different stages of his life when he was a boy, and then when he's an old man in the future. And
is that
fuck my entire life?
Cloud Atlas?
No. No. Wow, I'm so sorry.
I don't. Boyhood?
No, that's.
Oh, now he's got to bring out the Googler. He was in Fight Club, I think.
Yeah, he was. He was in Fight Club.
Wasn't he just like some random motherfucker though?
Yeah, he was also a man that deserved to die in American Psycho.
Oh, I didn't know he was even in that film. I've seen that movie.
He was the one with he's the one that he kills when he's talking about Huey Lewis in the news.
Oh, that's Jared Leto.
That's your boy.
I didn't even notice because he's not important.
He is not.
And also, he wasn't a main character in the movie.
No, okay.
With the melodies of Jared Leto and his family.
Oh, that's a Spanish movie. Oh, 30 Seconds to Mars Rescue Me music video.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they make it? Oh, man. I saw this great thing. It was on a Cracked article from, I want to say 5 years ago. So let me paraphrase this. Okay. Maybe it was 3. But it was like Jared Leto did this whole stupid like documentary, and he said it was directed by some weird French guy of the band making their album or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was like just talking about the documentary, and it's like going through, and you really start cheering for 30 Seconds to Mars because they're trying to fight against the label to make something that's their own vibe. And then you hear the actual music and you go, oh fuck, maybe the label's right.
Yeah.
Totally stole that from Cracked, but it's a good bit.
So it's called Mr. Nobody.
Oh, fuck.
And
isn't that the ripoff of the Johnny Depp one? Transcendence?
I never even watched that. I saw this one. I was sick.
Okay.
So I was like sick brain. I didn't hate it, but like, look at that fucking.
Oh wow, that looked terrible. So if you go look up the movie Mr. Nobody,
Jesus Christ,
you get to see really bad. I want to say it's old man CGI, not old man makeup.
No, it is old man makeup.
Oh, it's makeup.
Leto. Yeah.
All right, so old man makeup that looks really terrible
on Jared Leto.
Who
already looked.
Really he's not a great looking man,
but he was cool. I'll give him that. Blade Runner 2049.
Oh yeah, he's not important. He's not
important, but like he played his part well.
Yeah,
of the person who like Wallace.
I don't fucking know. The bad guy. He's the head of the company from the last film.
Fuck, I love 2049.
I adored that movie, but I only watched it once, and it was a year or more ago.
I've got a huge boner for mostly everything that Gosling's done.
That's fair. I like Gosling. Huh?
The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys is okay.
A great movie that's never getting a sequel.
I say this to everybody about The Nice Guys. I didn't love the story, but the characters are so good, you bear your way through it.
Oh yeah, like
the case isn't very good.
Yeah, and like the whole spy thing, not the spy, but like
the making the movie or whatever.
The hitman. Yeah, the making the movie thing was weird. Especially, appreciate it. I didn't need to see a little fucking 5-year-old see a girl naked on the front of her car. How you like me now, big boy, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that was so fucked.
That was so like.
It's so edgy.
The movie, and I already knew that it was out of place for the movie.
Yeah, I was like, the tone of the trailers doesn't match this scene.
Like, I want to see Ryan Gosling sitting on a toilet struggling to close the fucking door.
That bit's fucking hilarious.
Like I love the part when he's like he's doing the whole monologue like the old noir movies.
Oh yeah,
and he's like talking himself up, and then he said, "Well, I guess I gotta do it myself."
And he like breaks the window.
He's like,
"Oh fuck, that's a lot of blood."
That's a lot of blood, and it just cuts to him getting picked up from the hospital by his like 12-year-old daughter in his car.
That's a good bit.
That is a good
so
bit.
what I tell people about that movie is that it'd be better as a show.
Yeah.
Just imagine like them doing a new case per week, fucking bullshit like NCIS style, but it's those characters and that vibe. Mm-hmm. I was like, that'd be way better than the movie, and it'd be incredible. And I like the movie a lot.
I did like the movie. But if it was definitely 2 other actors, I don't know if I'd feel the same way about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. They nail it. They have great chemistry, and the writing is really good. I remember somebody saying right after the new Predator came out, because that was also by Shane Black.
Haven't seen it.
I thought you said...
I know it's like weaponized.
Oh, okay. I thought you saw it and you told me that.
No, I was reading about it. Have you seen it?
I've read about it as well.
Yeah, the whole...
Yeah, so the kid's like autistic, or he's on the spectrum. Maybe he's like autism spectrum disorder.
He's definitely left-handed.
Okay.
Here's the devil.
That's the kid from Room, by the way.
Ah, fuck! I like The Room.
No, not The Room, just Room.
Or sorry, Room. Well, yeah, with
Brie Larson.
Yeah, with my girl.
He's a little boy.
That was a good movie.
That is a good movie. But the thing I saw was like, man, do you know what'd be better than Predator? Would be Nice Guys versus Predator. I'd watch that fucking movie. Are you okay?
Yeah, you made me choke on my water.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be good. That's some good water.
Okay. Take a second.
I'm gonna take another sip to help my thirst from me coughing from choking on water.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck.
Hi.
The dangers. I need to Stop saying shit while you're drinking.
All right, we're taking a pause silence for like 5 seconds.
Okay.
No, yeah, I gotta get it out.
Don't worry, I'll cut this part. Yeah. So Davis, please don't spit, chew. Please don't chew, spit, or swallow into the mic.
I'm not that kind of girl, Nathan.
Where were we? Oh yeah, Nice Guys versus Predator. I think that'd be cool.
We're just gonna play over the fact that I drowned.
No,
in
we cut it all.
40 milliliters of water.
Listen, that's all on the cutting room floor. That's been edited out of the podcast. That didn't even happen.
Oh. Then I'm still cool.
Nobody heard you choke on 2 sips of water.
Back to back, baby.
Well, I think we'll have a little bit of it so that we can say that we're going to pause for a second. Fuck it. Maybe we'll just leave the whole thing in. I don't know.
Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, back to Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Back to back on the fucking cover of the movie.
Yeah, I got you. I get your Mr. and Mrs. Smith references. I've seen parts of that movie on television.
Half of that movie collectively. I know the end or start in an apartment store.
I don't know.
And they're late for marriage counseling or something.
I remember there's a bit where they're in a warehouse.
Is it a warehouse, not a department store?
No, there's a warehouse at some point in the film.
With our powers combined.
There's boxes. They're on boxes.
One mediocre Brad Pitt and
Angelina Jolie movie. You know, they met on that film.
You know what else?
What else?
They went back to back, baby.
Back to back.
Back to back. Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, baby. But yeah, man, like, I don't even know where the train of thought was. Let's just keep going.
Brad Pitt. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was
it's
pretty good.
Every part that had Brad, for once, it wasn't Leo stealing the show for me.
It was Brad Pitt?
It was Brad Pitt. Every time Brad Pitt was on screen, it was an interesting scene.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I liked almost the whole movie.
Yeah, I like the whole yeah, forgive me, like I haven't seen the movie since it came out. It's not that long ago, but I like the whole.
It's been a crazy fucking year.
And where Leo was just having his like fucking over-ear radio headphones on. He's just like,
and like all the shit's happening.
Girl like just comes out all crazy,
and then he lights her on fucking fire.
He pulled off his Chekhov's flamethrower from his shed.
Yeah, that
cool.
Like that part was the only because I was like vibing all the way through the sort of weird character and location story, and then suddenly there's this really fucking crazy violence out of nowhere, and I felt like I was like, yeah, I'm cheering for this, and then the violence went past a point where I was like, oh, this is kind of gross. But I think that might be the point. But I think that also might be Tarantino's a fucking weirdo. So who knows? Could be one or the other or both.
But I did enjoy that movie.
It's a good movie.
How did it do?
I think it did quite well.
Yeah. Joker, back to Joker. It's doing pretty well. It's over 800 million.
It's the highest fucking grossing goddamn R-rated movie.
I checked a couple days ago. I just saw it on Reddit, and it was saying surpassed Deadpool 2, which is highest rated, and now it's 754.
It's an 855 is the last time I checked.
855 for Deadpool 2?
No. Sorry, it's Deadpool 2 was 750 something.
Yeah,
Joker's 855 million.
But at the time, they were only like $2,000 or $2 million apart from each other. I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking close.
Yeah,
but now, it's fucking.
Well, I think I've said almost all I'm going to say about it. It's like I said, it's not a terrible film, but I don't think it's a great film.
I definitely. If you're a comic book fan and you like the character, I'd suggest seeing it.
Well, I don't even think that's a...
If you love the character?
Yeah. Like, if you like the character, watch it. If you love the character, you might get nothing out of it.
Yeah, like...
Because there's a part of me that just wants that Mark Hamill Joker every time I hear the word Joker.
Exactly.
And you'll never get it because he can't play that character in fucking person because he doesn't look like that character. No. It's just a voice thing.
It makes my grundle not sweaty.
Yeah. So after seeing the Joker, I actually went on a bit of a good old DC Comics binge this entire month because I love DC shit.
The comics themselves or the movies?
Both.
Okay.
And also television. So I started watching Swamp Thing, which, by the way, really fucking good.
And it got canned after the first season?
Got canned after the first season. It got canned after like 2 episodes went up, but the entire season of 10 episodes came out. But it was like there was a bunch of feuds during production, and DC's like executive producers and stuff just like didn't know what to do with the fucking show, because it's like I think one of the producers switched and was like, why are we doing high budget television? We should do them all like the fucking CW shows, which I've liked, but they're really a fucking mixed bag. They want to be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like just Monster of the Week, and like say something extra, but the saying something extra is rarely good, and the Monster of the Week is sometimes great but sometimes terrible. But you know, like the fucking the big budget shows like Swamp Thing and Doom Patrol, I love both of those fucking shows. And Doom Patrol got renewed, Titans got renewed. I think it counts as one of those. I haven't watched any of it. I've heard some people say if you don't want to see a Teen Titans show, but you want to see what they've done with it, go in like with low expectations and you'll probably enjoy it. But if you go in with like real expectations, you're probably not going to like it.
I don't know if you have any intention on seeing Titans.
I do, but I kind of don't care. Like maybe possible spoilers is what you're going to drop right now?
It's only from what I saw on Our Batman.
Okay.
But like there's like a nightmare episode at the end of season 1.
That sounds cool.
And it's just Batman killing people, I guess. And
isn't Batman played by one of the Game of Thrones boys?
I know, yeah, Bruce Wayne is played by... Fucking Game of Thrones is so long ago, man.
Oh, don't worry about it. I think it was the guy that like one of Daenerys' boys. Yeah,
the one that's like in love with her.
Yeah.
But can't have the forbidden...
Doesn't really... He's not going to get with her, but he likes her. That guy's Batman. I think they introduced Jason Todd at one point recently.
I think they did too. Again, like everything I know from the show.
Caught some words about that online, but I haven't seen it.
I want to see Swamp Thing. I have no ways of watching it currently.
It is on Showcase.
So I have no way of watching it currently. It's interesting. Like I like Doom Patrol a lot. We talked about that quite a few times.
Fucking Doom Patrol, so
I've
good.
Heard Swamp Thing's like one of the top DC shows.
Swamp Thing's great. It's obviously different tone from Doom Patrol, but like still really high budget. Like it's like above movie fucking budget. Like really good.
So I creeped one of the actor's Instagram thing, and he was saying like how happy he was that he's cast on the show.
Yeah.
And then like a few months later, he's like, that's a wrap. I'm like, oh fuck, buddy, I'm sorry.
That sucks. I think all the actors did really good, although some of the actors are posting like, we may be able to save it. Like people keep fucking watching and tweeting and writing to your congressman.
Just
and like
doing the old Young Justice.
Just like Young Justice, and that worked. I mean, we can't watch that here in Canada yet. It's only on YTV.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. Or it's YTV or Teletoon.
What about the DC streaming service?
It's not here in Canada. It's only in America. It was Titans, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, and
dick energy.
Yeah, Titans, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, and Young Justice, and fucking the Harley Quinn animated show that's coming out soon, which is an adult animated cartoon, like fucking Rick and Morty style. I think it's Tara Strong still as Harley.
That's good.
And then you got a bunch of like other sort of different casting choices for everybody else that it's like kind of out there. Like Scarecrow, it's Rahul Kohli, I think, as Scarecrow.
Who's that?
You ever watch iZombie?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the British guy?
Okay.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
He's really good, and he's going to be Scarecrow, and I'm like, that's a pretty good pick. It's kind of out there pick, but it's a good out there pick.
Did you see that trailer for Birds of Prey?
I did. That movie looks really cool.
It was very cool. I can't decide on what kind of movie it wants to be, though.
This one is R-rated. Yeah. But they've said it's a female director, female writers. I think that's cool. And it's like, it's Batman's gone, and let's do Black Mask and shit, and let's see what's happening in Gotham.
Ewan McGregor, love him.
I love fucking Ewan McGregor. I fucking love
How to Print Money by Disney. Yeah. Obi-Wan, solo movie.
They're doing a TV show.
Solo movie.
I know.
So I don't have to invest more than 3 hours in anything because I don't have the attention for it.
Well, too bad. It's going to be a TV show. But Ewan McGregor is great. His current girlfriend that he cheated on his wife with on Fargo, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, plays Huntress.
Oh. Ewan McGregor did her dirty?
He did his wife dirty to be with Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Fucking goddamn it.
Ramona Flowers.
Yeah, Ramona Flowers, thank you.
And also
the girl from
10 Cloverfield Lane.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Not the girl from Split. I'm getting my Shyamalama Ding Dong all mixed up.
Oh, so that wasn't Shyamalan. That did 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah. Who was... is...
Dan Trachtenberg.
Okay.
Produced by J.J. Abrams.
Yeah. And Abrams did the first one, right?
He directed the first one.
Okay.
I don't know who directed the third one because nobody fucking watched it.
Oh, wrong. I did watch that piece of shit. I watched it because I was like, 10 Cloverfield Lane, pretty good.
First Cloverfield, fucking great.
Yeah. And then I watched the third one and...
It fucking sucks.
It
tries to tie the two universes together instead of allowing it to be an anthology.
Did you watch it?
No, this is what I've been told.
Okay. It's fucking...
It's like it starts off in the 10 Cloverfield Lane universe and then becomes the original Cloverfield verse.
Yeah, like, I can't put it... I want to say it's just a little past halfway, but they had like this warp going on when they were on the ship in space, and Buddy ends up in the wall or whatever. He has to lose his arm. I can't remember if I remember... Or
That's
I don't know
weird.
if I remember it correctly. But then it just ties in the whole Cloverfield monster crashing into the lake or the ocean or wherever he crashes.
That thing that's like only at the end of the movie that you have to kind of have a little keen eye to look at.
And all that stuff. And Buddy's parents are like, the chick's parents are dead in the one universe, but they're alive in the other. And it's a mishmash of ideas that someone threw and had a smorgasbord set around.
Well, you know how
dumped that in the dark.
You know how that movie and 10 Cloverfield Lane became Cloverfield movies, right?
Were they other movies?
They were other movies. Yeah. And then they were like, we could make this a fucking Cloverfield movie. Let's throw some fucking Slusho in there.
Slusho.
All the fake brands and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, both of us really love Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
She is a phenomenal actress, and I love everything she touches. And
I've had a crush on her for most of a decade. I didn't say that.
I am convinced that she is the reason why the whole e-girl thing exists.
The Ramona Flowers?
E-girl, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ramona Flowers is like, this is tying in great because on the YouTube channel in the next few weeks, I'm going to put out a video talking about Scott Pilgrim, the comics, and the movie, and go into a deep little video essay there about why I love them, but also like kind of all about them because some people have started looking at them with a modern lens and like seeing things that are absolutely worthy of criticism, and I want to like talk about that and talk about like why I personally like am so emotionally attached to them. So I'm going to make a little video, and by little I mean it's probably going to be half an hour long or more.
Big girthy boy.
It is. And I'm going to open it with a nice little bit, and I'm going to try to sprinkle in some good comedy in there, too.
I'll tell you right now, I'll be the first person to fall asleep to it at 11 o'clock at night.
Dude, I'm blushing.
Only because I'm beating off to your voice.
Yeah, that's true.
And I can't stay awake 3 seconds after I nut.
Dude, same. I think boys. All right, we've got cameras in all your houses. Put your hand up if you fucking fall asleep the second you nut.
It makes it really difficult for me when I'm in traffic, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the old narcoleptic nut.
Dude. This is true. That's how it works.
I'm trademarking that.
Narcoleptic nut.
For what you think. It's going to be for like Visine or something.
No, narcoleptic nut. The new almond ad. Do you boys need some help falling asleep? Try the narcoleptic nut.
Stay away
almond.
From your uncles.
And if your grandpa tries to touch you, tell him, nuh-uh.
You can narc on that nut.
Please do. Call your mom.
But don't nut on the narc.
Don't nut on a narc.
We can't legally talk.
All right. Don't get in trouble. Don't nut on anybody who hasn't asked for it.
Don't break the law.
Don't break the law.
Or do.
Break some laws.
Don't go doing the big ones like shoplifting, killing, and like jaywalking.
Don't do anything horrible to another person, but you know, fuck it.
Yeah, all the little ones are fine, like petty crimes, arson.
Don't break the law except sometimes.
Ethnic.
Oh, no. All right. I didn't say that. Just so you know, if you want to tweet at Davis for that remark.
I don't have Twitter.
He doesn't have Twitter.
Find me. Please don't.
Yeah, don't. It was a joke.
Yeah,
we didn't mean it.
I love all of you, of all races.
Don't break laws unless you really have to.
You're white. Yep.
But I don't even know what we're fucking talking about. Scott Pilgrim, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Oh, Birds of Prey.
Fuck, you
I
are
was
tracking
there
because my brain is like, that's a nice fucking lighthouse you got on the wall.
It's a good old picture I have on the wall. This plays great for radio
angles.
But yeah, man, Birds of Prey, I think it looks pretty cool. I am like, I want to be cautiously optimistic about it because it does look really fun, but it could just be another shit show like Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad definitely left a bad taste in my mouth, and that's why I'm not overly enthusiastic about Margot Robbie.
Here's the thing. I think out of everything that was in Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie stands tall as probably the best thing.
What about fucking Slipknot dying immediately?
Slipknot? I think you're confused. That's a band.
What Slipknot? Oh. Something else that's not relevant to anything.
I know, right? But at least Slipknot the band's more relevant than Slipknot the character from Suicide Squad.
I would listen to Slipknot 100 times more
before rewatching the first 15 minutes of Suicide Squad.
Finding how long it took someone to get to a planet.
So another thing that I checked out in the DC universe, and this is one that I'm going to actively shock you with. You ready? I fucking watched Justice League.
My poor boy. I think out of all of my friends, I was the most optimistic for that movie.
I know.
I walked out and I was like...
you watched that movie with one of our other friends, and I was like... You were like, do you want to see Suicide Squad? Or, fuck, do you want to see Justice League?
Yeah.
And I was like, kind of no. And
fair enough.
And so what I'd been doing, and that was like almost 2 years ago, and like the crazy thing about it is like... the reason I finally watched it is if I went back in time even like 4 to 5 years ago, and I told that person that the Justice League movie had been in theaters and I fucking missed it and I never watched it, I would slap myself. Like, the Justice League is the best. I'm a DC Comics guy. I'm just really ashamed by the DC Comics movies. Because the Marvel movies are better, but the DC Comics are better.
Yeah, I still love my Batfleck. And I'm so disappointed in Justice League. Like, I know
he's terrible in that because he's clearly fucking phoning it in.
And like,
Wonder Woman,
the whole thing behind like the Snyder Cut, that's never going to fucking
That's
happen.
horse shit. Like, the Snyder Cut's not going to be any fucking better.
I know. And my problem was with the trailers, you can see like before Joss Whedon's like reshoots and everything that this was before Batfleck went back to rehab for his alcohol addiction.
No, well, it was like most of the Snyder version of that movie, the majority of it was shot before Batman v Superman was in fucking theaters. Like, nobody got a chance to look at the reviews.
Yeah.
They were like...
what I'm talking about is just like the overall...
Oh, like he kind of...
the leanness of the characters and the...
Yeah, he did put on some weight between the shooting.
And you can see when he was like... The reshoots, you can see he's
fall
into alcoholism.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Because, it is sad for sure, but also... Ben Affleck, not a great dude.
Yeah, also that like some stuff came out about him in the was that after Justice League or like right before it? Something like that.
Whenever the call out on everyone.
Yeah, me too. Like obviously awesome that like everybody came out about that. Yeah. Like no worries at all.
Yeah, like Louis C.K., fuck you.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Fuck Affleck, both of them, because they both did shit.
Jared Leto hasn't done anything.
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course he did. Fuck him.
Leto.
Fuck him. With apologies to Jared Leto. Fuck Jared Leto.
Like...
Well, no, on Suicide Squad, he mailed used condoms to the other actor because he's so in character as the Joker.
Tampons?
Used condoms.
Okay.
Worse. I would rather receive a used tampon in the mail.
I'd be like, healthy.
I'd be like, normal.
And I wouldn't like, I'd look at the condom and there's a part of my brain would be like, all right, who is this?
That's unhealthy.
Who is this?
You shouldn't come in that.
Like,
why would you jerk off into a condom?
They probably jerked off with the condom on.
Yeah. Why?
Because we can't all afford wool socks.
Just use your hand.
Like a fucking heathen? There are literally Bible verses about this.
Use a stick or something.
Not onto the...
onto the earth. Please mail it to your neighbor. Yeah. Please mail it to Margot Robbie.
Yeah, like, love you, Margot.
Please mail a knife to Will Smith. Or sorry, 8 bullets to Will Smith.
He's a mall ninja.
So yeah, with apologies to Jared Leto, fuck Jared Leto. No, he can eat shit. But
I'm not apologetic.
I know. But it's a good title for the app. We're going to use it. I'm going to use it because I think it's a good title.
God damn it. I think
it's the only topic we've managed to stay on topic about is fuck Jared Leto.
More people need to be behind this.
I think we should start a change.org petition that just says fuck Jared Leto.
Me too.
All right.
That one hasn't been used yet, right?
Me too. I also hate Jared Leto. Hashtag me too.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Fuck him. But yeah. So let's talk about Justice League. The movie fucking sucks.
Fuck me. Yeah, holy shit.
It's terrible.
It is so hard to watch my girl Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot.
They slapped so much makeup on her. They did her makeup completely different from Wonder Woman.
The fucking boob thing with fucking Ezra Miller.
What boob thing?
Ezra Miller? Is that his name?
Yeah, Flash. Yeah.
Wasn't his head on her boobs?
Oh, yeah, I think they did that.
They did the exact same thing like they did on Age of Ultron with fucking Mark Ruffalo and ScarJo?
Did he do that?
Yeah, when they like jumped over the bar counter. You know how...
Oh, I don't even remember that joke from that movie.
Yeah, like...
His face is in her boobs?
His face, like, she's on the ground.
Comedy.
And, like, he on, yeah, kind of a...
Anime comedy.
2 Joss Whedon movies. I like Joss Whedon, though.
I do. Like, Joss Whedon, also somewhat a piece of shit because he cheated on his wife. Fuck him.
Yeah.
And then he used feminism as an excuse. Double fuck him. But I think he's done some good stuff.
Yep.
Obviously, I love Buffy and Firefly and all that good shit.
Very serene.
Yeah. Good shit. But even the first 2 Avengers, I think, as a whole, I think both of those movies are quite good. Mm-hmm. Cabin in the Woods. Love it. But yeah, Justice League, obviously, it's like Snyder wanted to make this dark, depressing Justice League movie. And Joss Whedon wanted to make it a fun, more enjoyable Justice League movie. And then the studio was like, we've put too much fucking money into this movie. We need to make it into a movie.
What was it, like 170 million or something?
Oh, way more.
What was it?
Dude, including marketing, that movie was over $500 million budget.
And what did it get back? Maybe it got back 170
far
million?
Less. Yeah, I think it got back like 250 after all said and done.
Those numbers were
really terrible. It did really bad, and it cost a lot to make.
I love her as Wonder Woman so much.
Gal Gadot's
I love the Wonder
great.
Woman, and like her, she was wasted in Justice League.
She absolutely was wasted.
Ezra Miller was pretty wasted.
I think he did a great job, but yeah, I think they wrote his character weird.
Yeah, like I like him a lot as Flash. Cyborg, kind of. Why was he in the movie?
Okay, I was fully on board. I was like, well, a Cyborg I don't think is a good Justice League member. Yeah. They did that in New 52, and I'm like, fucking Martian Manhunter is my fave.
I know.
Like, I love Martian Manhunter. Why not put Martian Manhunter? Martian Manhunter is black. Like, it's not a race thing.
My roommate's watching Supergirl, and
Martian Manhunter's in that. He
looks good, too.
He's good.
He doesn't look like a cheesy...
It's a little cheesy, but...
I mean, like, as far as TV shows go, especially a DC TV
better
show...
than Smallville.
Yeah. No. Aquaman. Was it Aquaman or Aqualad in Smallville?
Smallville...
I think it was Aquaman still.
I think it was... I think it was like young Arthur Curry.
Yeah, because it was the guy from Blue Mountain State, wasn't it?
I don't know. It's been ages since I've seen either of those shows.
My grandpa watched that show. That's why I knew not to watch that show.
Smallville's okay.
They're doing are they doing like an Infinity Crisis or?
They're doing Crisis on Infinite Earths in the CW shows, so it's like Supergirl, Flash, all those shows crossing over.
Brandon Routh,
Brandon Routh is already on those shows as the Atom, as Ray Palmer, but he's back as Superman as well as the Tyler something who plays Superman on Supergirl.
Sure, and then they had
Kevin Conroy's coming back as Old Man Batman.
Dope.
Yeah, that's the coolest shit. I'm like, fuck, do I need to catch up? I stopped watching all those shows not 4 years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago.
But what I found interesting was Dean Cain was in Supergirl.
He showed up as Supergirl's dad, yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, they like to do that like sort of fun casting throwback on the TV shows.
There was someone else in the show that I recognized, but I can't remember. Also,
Ruby Rose is Batwoman.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of that yet.
I haven't either because she showed up in that episode Elseworlds last season on Flash and Arrow crossover. I didn't watch that ep, but I've seen clips. I think she's kind of cool. It's like alternate universe where the actors play each other. Flash is the guy who plays Flash is the Green Arrow, and it's a fine bit. Like it's been done. It's like, oh, Batman disappeared and so did Bruce Wayne at the same time. Mm-hmm. And then she like stumbles across the fucking Batcave and she's like his cousin. She's gay and she's cool. And I like Batwoman in the comics. I haven't seen the show at all, so I can't like put any criticism out there. But I think Batwoman's really fucking cool.
To go back to Supergirl,
yeah,
I can't remember the race of people. They were originally Kryptonians, and they immigrated to a different.
The bottled city of Kandor.
Is it Kandor, like the Kandorians or whatever?
They're still Kryptonian,
their
but
weakness is lead.
Sure.
That's the whole thing.
Is it the city in the bottle?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Buddy is again. My roommate was watching it, and I was like on my phone and watching at the same time.
Okay.
And Homeboy's weakness, whereas Superman, Supergirl's weakness is kryptonite.
Yeah.
And they can't see through lead, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Homeboy's weakness is lead.
Okay.
I can shoot him
with a gun.
And he can die. You know who else's weakness is lead?
Me.
Everybody. It's like, like Man of Steel, the whole premise is he can stop fucking bullets with his chest.
Yeah, or with his eyeball in that one movie.
Yeah, and Homeboy, he still gets shot at, even though everyone knows he's impenetrable with bullets.
Yeah.
You're telling me Homeboy that's a fucking allergic to lead.
Like, nobody thought to shoot him with a gun.
Cap in the forehead.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I gotta look it up and find it.
Oh no!
What his name is.
Well, it's my only weakness.
Small knives.
Small knives. But yeah, so Supergirl's good. Well, it's fine. I've seen the first like 14 episodes back when I was into those CW shows, and I kind of fell off of it. I felt that like it had a higher budget than the other ones, but
the makeup was really weak in that show. Like the generic like, bruises on the.
Oh yeah, well they're all like that. They're all like that.
It's just weird that it's just blush put on Homeboy's face.
Oh yeah.
Also weird in Supergirl where she's just normal in her civilian clothes and everything. And then when she turns into Supergirl, she has her hair blown out and her makeup full face on and everything. It's so weird. I understand why they do it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the whole Clark Kent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like. I thought the show was fine. I think it's cool. Martian Manhunter should have been in fucking Justice League is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. I feel the actor that they got to play Cyborg is way too serious for that character. I don't know if it's the writing or the actor or anything. Like
it's not the same one from Titans and Doom Patrol.
No, well he's not in Titans. He's only in Doom Patrol.
Really?
Yeah, Titans doesn't have Cyborg because they were like Cyborg in the Justice League show, and then they were doing Doom Patrol, and they were like, "Let's put." I know, Cyborg is a character created by Marv Wolfman to be a Teen Titan, but unfortunately, stuff that wants to be modern goes. Cyborg was never a Teen Titan; he was only a Justice League member in the New 52.
Modern than a cyborg.
I know. No, but that's the thing, right? Is like when the character was created in the 80s, he was created for the new Teen Titans. And he was created by Wolfman and Perez, and that's a really good book, and you should read it. But he's great in that, and he has like a ton of stuff. And then they decided to not put him in the Titans show. They decided to put him in Justice League when they rebooted the DC continuity back in 2011. They did a new Justice League, and again they got rid of Martian Manhunter, and they put in a Cyborg to replace him. Which is like, come on, man! You took the only person of color and replaced him with another person of color. I think that's kind of weird.
Kind of like
you could have fucking replaced Green Lantern.
Yeah,
fuck him.
Or fucking had Green Lantern.
Well, in the movie they didn't have him. In the comic they did, but he was kind of lame.
How would you feel about the whole Tom Cruise, Hal Jordan?
Is that being presented?
No, that was like a rumor.
It was a rumor
back a little while ago.
Because I heard there was an Idris Elba.
I heard about that.
John Stewart rumor. I think he'd be a good Green Lantern, John Stewart.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. There's like what 6 Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
If I ask you who your favorite Green Lantern is, there's 2 right answers.
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
I'm gonna do this to
you. No. So fuck Hal Jordan. Fuck Guy Gardner. Fuck the other ones.
But Guy's my boy.
Guy Gardner's the worst.
He ripped his own arm off.
No, but it's Kyle Rayner and it's Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart being military boy, but he's a black guy and he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's the one from the cartoon that we all grew up with. So I remember distinctly in high school people asking me why Green Lantern was white in the Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yeah.
And they were like, Green Lantern's a black guy. Why'd they get Ryan Reynolds to play him? What the fuck? Kyle Rayner's the best because it's like after Hal Jordan goes crazy and murders all the other Green Lanterns, a ship comes down to Earth, and just the first person that's there is Kyle Rayner, drunk and high, puking in a dumpster outside a Pink Floyd concert, and they go, you're literally the first person I saw, you should be a Green Lantern. And he's like, I'm a comic book drawer and I'm fucked up. I've never been in a fight that I've won.
But you are the most courageous man on your planet.
You're literally the first person I bumped into, Kyle Rayner of Earth.
Do you want the power of this ring of will?
Fuck, guy, I'm just so fucking high. Sure, I'll take your fucking ring, man.
You realize I'm a struggling artist and I am on a cocktail party drugs.
I am drunk and high and just got out of the craziest fucking concert I've seen this week.
So hell yeah, Mr. Spaceman.
Hell yeah, Mr. Alien.
Roller coaster.
Put that ring on my fucking finger.
It's a little tight. Do you have a size 7?
Do you have a size 7 and an 1/8?
Oh, we're doing dick things now. Look at you, Whoa. Mr. Big Dick.
Fucking 7 and an 1/8? The fuck? I don't have a dick that big.
This is a centimeter diameter or circumference, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big old dick boys.
But yeah, man, Kyle Rayner's my fave. If you haven't read The Omega Men, I highly recommend it.
I like Guy Gardner just because fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, no, Guy Gardner's great as even the other Green Lanterns fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Like in Young Justice, there's the best. He shows up like 3 times and all the other Green Lanterns and everybody on fucking Earth is like, get the fuck out of here. See, I just want to talk about anything but Justice League. But the movie, it's very clearly like a mishmash of bad ideas. And like, it's like Zack Snyder's really bad idea for a Justice League movie mixed with Joss Whedon having to put the pieces together, mixed with another person fucking over everybody. And it's like the first scene of the movie is Batman and one of the guys from Mindhunter. I forgot the name of the actor. And like it's just this weird scene on a rooftop.
Fucking bad guy. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's just like the two of them, and he's a robber on a rooftop, and then like he hangs him over the side, and there's the parademon starts showing up.
Yeah, Mindhunter's cash though.
Mindhunter's cash, yeah, absolutely. But that scene was supposed to be comedic, and DC re-edited it, and Joss Whedon was pissed off. Because that was his scene. He was like, oh, this will be a fun scene to start the movie with. And like, meanwhile, they completely re-edited it to be a serious scene. And he's like, no, it's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be like fun and goofy, but the music. Yeah. And like a Danny Elfman score replacing Junkie XL, I think is kind of weak. And I think like, I think it relies too much on the Batman theme. And like, that makes me think of not Batfleck. That makes me think of, Kevin Conroy. And Batfleck, for better or worse, is not Kevin Conroy. He's a different Batman.
Blew my mind. Just going back to Junkie XL.
Yeah.
It's the same guy that did the music conversation from Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
I was like, these aren't the same people.
Yeah, man.
He also did like Spy Kids.
He did the music. I think you're right. I think he did Spy Kids, but he also did Deadpool.
Yeah, and didn't he also... Was it Junkie XL and Hans Zimmer... Or someone for... It was either fucking Blade Runner or... No, Blade Runner was
Zimmer.
Yeah. So
that was supposed to be Junkie XL, and then they got Zimmer and they kicked him out.
Who did Fury Road? Was that Junkie XL?
I'm not sure. I don't know off the top of my head. And fact checking will ruin the podcast.
Yeah.
But you know what? I forgot I was doing a podcast for a second until I said that. But
we're just talking.
We're just shooting the shit. No, but like fucking... Oh, that was... I wonder
phone vibrating.
Yeah, that's what happened. He just loudly farted. I don't know if it was caught by the mic. I hope it was.
I'll aim a little better next time.
If this exports right, I will absolutely louden it in post-production. But yeah, man, Justice League, it's bad. It fucking sucks. Like, taking into account that like everybody had to juggle all these different fucking things, like it's a miracle that that's a watchable film, and I use watchable lightly. But yeah, it fucking sucks. It's a terrible way to be introduced to those side characters, because Aquaman, Cyborg, and Flash all deserved actual backstory being given. Wonder Woman, I don't know what they've done, but from the costume to the makeup to the writing, she's just not the same as in Wonder Woman the movie, which is a fantastic film. and Batfleck fucking phones it in half his scenes.
What's your power?
I'm rich. It's like, here's the thing. I'm fine with Batman telling jokes. I think it would be more interesting to have other people tell jokes and him fucking hate it. And then have one joke that makes him laugh. I think that's a good bit, because I would love for him to be like not funny the entire movie and have like Flash and Cyborg be really funny. And then Batman just grumbling along. And at one point Flash says, "Oh, come on, Squidward." And then Batman laughs. Or so come on, Squidward, like crack a smile. And then Batman laughs.
Like, you watched this recently?
Oh, I watched it this month.
Okay, so...
Oh, fuck, I'm getting tied up in cords. Yep.
A joke I found would have been funny from someone else and not super cringy and out of place was the whole, "Tell me, do you bleed?" And then, like, he falls on the ground. He's like, "Oh, there's a lot of blood."
Yeah, something's definitely bleeding.
Like, anyone else out of the Justice League, I think that would have been a funny joke. Obviously, he can't use that
against anybody.
Anyone else. But coming out of Batman...
It did make me laugh. I'll give it that. It did make me laugh.
It was fucking...
Okay, here's my compliment for Justice League. In the end scene, they fucking nailed Superman. After so many movies of fucking not getting Superman at all, Joss Whedon's revamped last act, even though it's like a very much anticlimactic, even though it's really boring, like they nail Superman.
They had the whole Flash race at the end.
That's great.
Yeah, that was cool.
The brightness of his suit. He's not wearing fucking dark blue anymore. He looks great. The bit where Flash runs the car and then Superman's carrying an entire fucking building in the background fucking got me. I had to pause the movie. I was like, this is how you fucking do it. Yeah. Like, oh my God. They nailed it.
Fucking... I know he was doing, like, during the reshoots, he was doing Mission Impossible 5.
With the mustache. It's terrible.
Mission Impossible 6?
Mission Impossible, whichever one it is. They made too many. I'm not allowed to remember anymore.
They had, like, it's like the found footage, like, phone recorded.
Oh, that's horrible. That like, opening...
Talking with his gum upon, or his lip on his
gums
guys. And everything. Like, oh my God. Like, he looks like he's trying to ask you on the side of the road if he can wash your windshield for $5.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Oh fuck. Yeah, I
saved
all those people in that building. Yeah, just hope. It means hope. It's also an S, but it means hope,
and
guys.
You're also gonna need new wipers.
Oh fuck, guy, your wipers are busted. But also the S means hope.
And then, like, I'll just picture that. I'm gonna ramble on that for a
the
second.
Mic's too far from your mouth. Put it right up against your mouth.
Just picture that for a second. Like, this is like in me.
Yeah, that's two side. Put it like how I have it.
God damn, there's gonna be grease stains all over this fucking
I'll
thing.
wipe it down. It comes out. Like the pop filter comes out. I can wash it. Future it's just metal. Man. Yeah. It sounds like a future me problem.
It's like he's doing like the wipers, like sitting in traffic. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna need new wipers." Walks 3 feet to the left of a Mercedes. Rip! Just slaps it on the other car. It's like, that'll be $20, sir.
But yeah, I feel like that opening Superman scene kind of isn't earned, because it's like I still don't believe in their Superman yet. But by the end of that movie, I believe in Superman.
Such an eyesore. That's fucking...
Oh, the mustache fucking sucks. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Witcher, though.
Witcher, though. It might be good, yeah.
The trailer looks pretty tight.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it.
Pretty tight. Oh, well.
I've never made it through an entire Witcher game, and I feel very disappointed in myself.
It's understandable. Like,
they're long.
You really got to, like, sit down and focus yourself on that one fucking game.
And nobody I know has ever played Witcher 1. You really had to ponder it.
I don't only know. I think I still have your Witcher 2 on Xbox 360.
You might.
I probably do.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh yeah, this game's really cool and gorgeous, but also I can't fucking play it.
Yeah.
But speaking of games, let's finagle from comics to games to become a true nerd culture podcast.
Always going to let you use that word.
What?
Finagle. We're gonna gloss that. Okay,
yeah,
I just
fuck it.
What our boundaries are. So I can't say ethnic cleansing.
Listen, I can say finagle. That's not a bad word, I think.
Yet.
It will be.
30 years, I'm going to fucking
for sure.
that to something.
I'll make this word into a racial slur just to fuck you over.
We're bringing it back.
It's like the reverse. We're bringing it back. It's like this word has never meant anything offensive, but I'm going to make sure it does.
It's like the Constitution of Rights. It just slid in a little finagle at the bottom there.
If you say the word finagle, it means you're a racist confirmed.
That's just the definition of the word, I think.
So
let's finagle back into this video game.
All right, video games. I've been playing the shit out of Outer Worlds.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. You got it for like $1 or whatever.
Xbox Game Pass, baby.
Why was that loaded up on Game Pass immediately?
Because Xbox bought out Obsidian Entertainment.
Okay, but like, why wouldn't they?
Because
full price for the.
Because every new Xbox Game Studios game comes out on Xbox Game Pass right away. It's like probably the coolest thing Xbox has ever done, which is like pay for our little Netflix subscription service. You download the game. It's not trying to game stream. We're not the Stadia that absolutely is going to absolutely fucking fail. Like,
I don't even know when that's launching. I have zero.
It's launching next month. I think it launches like 2 days before your birthday.
On a Wednesday.
Or maybe on the Tuesday. But it's like, oh yeah, use your Canadian internet to stream games where it's like it uses a fucking terabyte every 24 hours of streaming. And it's like, oh, you can't play 24 hours of a game in a fucking month? Like, come on.
I even tried fucking PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now is fine.
Red Dead Redemption before the second one came out.
Oh yeah, the first game?
And like, holy fuck, sometimes like I have very stable internet connection. Like we have like gigabyte.
Yeah.
And it might just be PlayStation side. I don't know. But it was a very laggy experience.
Oh yeah, like PlayStation Now works sometimes, and I think you can download games on there sometimes.
Download, that'd be good.
But you have to pay the sub for it, and it's like, oh, you don't own your games. Then like it's too expensive to pay the sub.
Game Pass, as long as you have the pass, like it downloads, right? It doesn't.
Yeah, you download it. It doesn't stream.
What the fuck, PlayStation? Like, I'm definitely leaning towards PS5.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it because there's gonna be better games on it.
I just need The Last of Us 2, man.
Yeah, well, that's coming out in May.
How'd you like that? Yeah, May 20th?
May something. Yeah, it was going to be February, and then like they just announced that after having never announced a date, and then they like switched it to May just like last week, because they were like, we want to put that last fucking Naughty Dog polish on the bitch, and that's fair.
I'm super hyped about that. I'm super hyped about Doom, but that was pushed.
Yeah, FF7 remake, baby. It's gonna be incredible.
Turn-based games.
It's not turn-based.
Final Fantasy 7. I thought it was fucking.
Well, the original was.
Oh, the new one's not.
The new one is a turn-based inspired, fully action combo-based boy. Check out the gameplay trailers. It looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, I've done zero. Like since I heard this FF7 remake, I was like,
the game's fucking beautiful.
My brain threw a fucking I saw like stills of it. My brain threw an old turn-based sticker on it.
You were like, it's gonna be turn-based.
It's like every Pokemon game.
I like turn-based games. I don't like Pokemon because I grew up with Digimon.
My attention span, man. I can't fucking.
That's fair.
I get really into games.
I can get into turn-based games, but I have to be hooked like in a certain way.
Motherbound, didn't you?
Earthbound, sorry, and Mother 3. Yeah, I liked Earthbound and Mother 3. I like a lot of the Final Fantasy games. I like. I've been playing Dragon Quest 11. I love Persona. I've been playing through Persona 3. Mm-hmm. Those games are great. I just got Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, and that game's fucking really cool. It's like Pokemon, but with a story and hacking, and it's sick. It's cool.
So it's not Pokemon.
It's like Pokemon, but if there was a plot and characters on top of all the cool Pokemon shit.
Okay.
But
I'm still not sold on it.
That's fair. You don't have to. It's Digimon.
I'm not buying your shit, Nathan.
You get to fucking hack into the internet and become a hacker and use Digimon to hack.
Do I get to play as Agu Greymon whilst jerking off?
No, but he can be in your party. And you can jerk off.
Jerking off.
Well, you can, because you can play the game pretty much one-handed, if I remember correctly, because it was a Vita game, then a PS4 game, and now it's on Switch.
I need 2 hands. Now I know what you're thinking. Big dick boy?
No.
Fist in the ass.
Gotta have one hand on the willy, another hand elbow deep in my own ass.
Gotta have 3 fingers on the penis, 2 for the cigarette, and one whole clam right up the ass.
What position do you like place yourself in to do this?
It's like,
are you lying down?
Index, middle finger on my dick, and then I'm weirdly holding the cigarette between my pinky and my ring.
Can you reach the cigarette?
But my hand cramps up sometimes, so I ash on my balls.
Oh fuck!
No stroking. It's just holding there. It's just a power move for myself. I sit in front of a mirror.
The name of this podcast will be Ash on My Balls.
Fuck you, Jared Leto.
Fuck no. You know what? How about this? With apologies to Jared Leto, ash on my balls.
Redacted.
All right, sick. But yeah, man, fucking Outer Worlds is great. If you've ever enjoyed like Fallout, this is just the perfect Fallout. And I never fucking liked Fallout. Like, I think I would like 1 and 2 because that's turn-based and I like those style games. But like Fallout 3, I could never get into. Skyrim, I could never fucking get into. Like, it's too open. Yeah. And this game is perfect because it's not a one giant open world. It's like 20 little ones. And it has like every main mission has like, oh fuck, the city, which is all this fucking corporate bullshit, and those guys suck, and the city's gonna die, and they're all suffering from the plague. Yeah. And then there's the people who left the city and left the corporations, and they're like growing shit outside. But there's just like, they're not as safe. They're not enclosed within the walls. Right. And then it's like, you got to divert the power fucking station to one of those groups. Mm-hmm. And then like, they both kind of have reasons for you to keep them and reasons for not. And you have to make the moral choice. But then there's also like 3 sub optional ones where it's like, well, if you kick the leader of the city out and instill the leader of the group that left the city out as the leader of the city, you can divert all the power to the city. Right. And then majority of people can be happy because you can still have the infrastructure while still having the people that are rebellious against the corporations. And that's like a fucking option. And I didn't know because I just went with like, give it to the people outside the city. Fuck the city. Fuck corporations. Eat shit. But like I looked it up later and it was like, you can do all this cool shit. And then I was like, oh, sick. And then I go to the next planet and the next planet's got like 4 fucking cities in it. And then it's like a way more complex version of the same thing with way more versions of that. But it's still in a smaller open world than any Fallout is because they're little chunks of planets.
I saw my buddy on Facebook just put a screen grab on like the first 30 seconds of the game or whatever. And it's gorgeous. You see like the orange nebula behind his face. You see that giant planet with the ring around and everything. It looks gorgeous.
It's a great game.
I'm very into what I've seen from it. Not a huge fan of New Vegas. I'm not a huge fan of any of the Fallouts.
It's the out of all of them, New Vegas is the closest one. Yeah. Like, it's got the depth of the New Vegas. It's got its own stuff where the combat's really good. The dialogue's really good. I'm playing it on easy because I never got into any of these games before. Like even Deus Ex, which I was like, this should be up my alley, didn't grab me because of this type. And so this is the first one that's really grabbed me. And the game came out on Thursday and I put fucking 15 hours into it. And I'm like, how the fuck have I done this?
I got Borderlands 3 a couple days after it came out.
Oof, ba-boof.
I was playing with my buddy and it's definitely okay to play as co-op, but I have no drive to go back into it. I didn't beat it. It lost its allure pretty quickly.
I feel like Borderlands was perfect in like 2012.
Yeah,
like when 2 came out, that humor and that vibe was like new and it was like very like self-referential and shit. And that stuff was really popular then. And like now it's less popular because it's kind of become hackneyed.
But like the whole fucking plot line behind Borderlands 3 it's pretty much like Twitch copy. Like the girl and her brother are
I've heard this. Yeah. They're like streamers.
Yeah.
That sucks. Handsome Jack was cool because he was representative. He was a fucking Mark Zuckerberg type. Like he was this guy who owned a company that thought he was hot shit, but then like also thought he was the victim. Yeah. And you're like, oh, I want to punch him in the face.
I just want him to die immediately.
Yeah. Or like he's like almost an Elon Musk. And this one's like,
Elon Musk isn't a terrible guy though. I do like Elon Musk.
Oh, I don't like him.
Why? Because he's an South African that I learned recently.
I didn't even know that.
If you
I knew
to him talk. You can. Yeah. Google it.
I knew he was from somewhere where they have an accent that isn't mine. But Wyoming maybe. But I know his like he grew up with fucking diamonds in his pockets, but like wants to portray himself as this like self-made guy because he was part of the team that invented PayPal or whatever. And I
just like how unbillionaire-esque but totally a billionaire he acts. Like he's just doing shit to fuck around.
He donated money to the Trump campaign.
God damn it. But he's also doing he's fixing fucking Flint, Michigan's water.
Well, he says he's doing that.
Didn't he already donate a bunch of money like last week? It's like a recent thing.
Okay. I didn't know that. I know he says he's going to do a lot of things and then doesn't. I know he's like, yeah, we're going to build a Hyperloop tunnel and we're going to turn the dirt into bricks. And then, yeah, sure, we can make the bricks into affordable housing for poor people or Lego. And it's like, yeah, you just said we're going to make houses for poor people out of dirt.
You know who else does that?
Shitty people.
Wyoming.
Well, Wyoming's shitty. I mean, it's not, it's pretty much the same.
It's like, why?
The Venn diagram for shitty people and people from Wyoming, it's just a circle.
It's a circle with like a fucking colored by numbers mashed up in between it too. And it's like, who are you related to? Your cousin? Your wife? Venn diagram?
Yeah. Ugh, fuck.
Incest. I'm my own.
Incest
grandpa.
is a good bit. I like incest.
Yeah,
I mean, fuck.
I don't like the act.
I like the comedy of it.
I don't. I'm not endorsing.
I like videos about step siblings.
I'm just saying, people fuck.
Sometimes. And sometimes those people turn out to share a mother or grandmother.
God, I hope no one in my family watches this.
Oh, I hope everyone in your family listens to this. And then also everyone from my family listens to this. And then the next time I see them, it's like, oh yeah, Nathan, I listened to your new podcast on the iTunes. And you said some crazy fucking shit.
So you said you're bisexual, ethnic cleansing.
Well, I didn't.
East Germany did nothing wrong.
East Germany did lots of things wrong.
But you did talk about auto chariots.
I don't even remember what that was.
That was a thing that happened a few years ago.
Okay.
Named Davis.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Davis.
Well, thank you so much for bearing with us through this. This went longer than I thought it would, but I had a fucking great time.
Holy fuck.
An hour. It's been an hour and a half. I know.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this was fun.
I'm only slightly uncomfortable.
Okay, but this was a really good time.
Yeah.
I hope you tune in next time. We're going to try to do these weekly. Is the vibe here. Although this one's probably going to come out on a different day than the next ones will. But please give me all your fucking feedback. And subscribe where you can if you're watching the YouTube version. Which is going to be just the audio with like a nice little picture over it. Great. If you're listening to this on any of the apps in which you can listen to it, I think we were going to have like Stitcher and iTunes are going to be the first ones, but there may be other ones that you're listening to this on because future things happen. But yeah, absolutely. Throw us a like, throw us whatever you got. Give us a review. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.
Can you include Jared Leto's Twitter handle?
Please follow us at Jared Leto. No, just kidding.
Follow us to fuck ourselves.
Please go to Jared Leto's Twitter and tell him that he's the only bad actor who's played the Joker. But yeah, thank you very much. Follow me on Twitter at the Media Hole. Davis doesn't really do social medias, so
I lurk.
He lurks. But yeah, and thank you very much.